It was at this moment Min knew. She effed up.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
Every day is my birthday. Is my birthday. Well, right. Hey, so okay. Oops, you're not invited. Yeah, you're not invited. Oops, you're not invited. 9, 3, 6, 5, and 24. 내가 잘 태어나서 잘난 걸 어떡해.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the first press conference, mid-year press conference of 2019. So today I would like to address how 2019 so far in the last 6 months has been the worst year of K-pop since 2014. Let's talk about that. Hello everyone, this is Min. Welcome to what I believe is the start of a new chapter in my life, of course. And everyone who is watching this, they're probably like,
who is this girl?
It's me. So, let's start off. My makeup, today I need to get ready for work. I work at 5. I work at Sephora. So I need to get a whole beat face on. Let's get started, shall we? We're back with a headband that everyone and their mom has. I've already washed my face, but I haven't applied toner. So this is what I'm doing right now. So yes, today I want to talk about is Somi made her debut comeback with Birthday, and let me tell you, that song is poppin'. I really like it. It makes me dance. It makes me, I'm gonna shake it like. Makes me go crazy, but not in like oh, turn this off. No, like if it turns on, oops, you're not invited. Yeah, you're not invited. Oops, you're not invited. Oh no, 내 맘대로 할래. Every day is my birthday. Yeah. Don't laugh. Well, that song is a bop. Like, so good. I'm really happy for Somi, honestly. Because 3 years to, like, have your solo debut. Like, everyone's waiting for it. After I.O.I. After 16, of course, came I.O.I. And it's like, we want Somi, and we want her now. And that's kind of like the mood that everyone was kind of putting out there. Everyone and like their extended family were waiting for Somi to make her comeback, and she finally did. Which I am ecstatic. I am beyond excited. At first, I really don't like Somi. But then I realized, homegirl ain't that bad. I feel like the reason that she is not that bad is because of just her personality. It's kind of bugged me because I was like, ugh, she's very, like, fake. But honestly, like, when I look at it, I'm like, nah. I mean, yeah, like, you have to put on some acting, of course. But, like, you really need, I don't know how to explain it. Real fast, I'm gonna go do my eyebrows and I'm gonna be back because I need to focus. Cause like, look at these, they're ugly. I need to make them fine. I need to make them fresh. I need to make them funky. I will be back.
Hi, it's Editor Min. I just want to apologize for my squeaky chair.
JK, we'll make them funky fresh in a second. So I need moisturizer. Back to the Somi. Well, I'm very excited that she made her debut. Like, go Somi, go Somi, go. But another thing that I'm like a little sad about is the timing that she joined YG. Which, of course, like a lot of people would be like,
Oh, she's part of the Black Label, no YG.
welcome to the land of YG, and Black Label is under YG Entertainment. Me pretending like no one knows this, but literally like everyone knows this. Black Label is under YG Entertainment, and it is one of like the subsidiaries, one of the branches that breaks off of YG Entertainment. Her solo debut it's really poor timing, especially like the stuff that's going on in YG right now, and how everything's like going wrong, if that makes any sense. But it probably doesn't. But I feel very like what's happening to YG is very unfortunate, but not unfortunate for like the corporation or like the now former CEO and directive producer, so the founder, Young Hyun-suk. Like, her joining it was a really, I don't know, it wasn't good timing, and I agree with Somi leaving JYP, to the 100 fullest, because seeing Somi, I feel like if she would have debuted in JYP, the song would have been, flop. I probably wouldn't have enjoyed the song. No, but this song, it's cute, it's fresh, but it's also a lie. Somi made a good choice in moving over. Definitely. But another thing that's kind of, is, oh god, spread this primer out. How it's actually supposed to be. Ooh, I like it.
So another thing that I kind of really.
Okay, I can't talk while I'm doing my eyebrows. I'll be back with eyebrows fully done. Yes, my eyebrows aren't completely blended. Use this monitor for. So the timing that Somi joined YG is very unfortunate. But at least it's under the Black Label, so it's not YG Entertainment itself, but it's run by Teddy, so I feel like she has more opportunities there. And also, Teddy's a bomb producer, so we all know that she's gonna have the bops, okay? Talking about YG, let's talk about how everything in YG, everyone knows that it's not the best time for YG right now. Definitely not. So the whole BI situation is great teller of right now what's kind of happening. That was definitely on the list of shady stuff, but we'll get more into that right now. Let's talk about how everything is hitting the fan in YG. The whole thing started I'd say the whole thing started in January. So I believe as a YG as having being monkeys, and so each group is their monkey, and then YG Entertainment as a whole is just a giant gorilla. So Blackpink, their monkey. Their monkey has had zero problems. Okay. We talked about that. They're on their tours. They're doing fine. They're entering the American industry. So that, ooh, I like this. Sorry, it's a sample. They're entering the Korean entertainment industry. Not the Korean. They're already in the Korean industry. They're entering the American industry. And so I'm I'm okay with that. Even my friend's niece, my best friend's niece, she's like, yeah, I like Blackpink. I'm like, you don't even know. No, but everything's hitting the fan. Big Bang, they always, are thrown. Okay. And recently, usually, like, with GD's, like, drug scandal, and Top, and, like, his whole, like, marijuana drug, like, his whole drug scandal, plus a whole situation that happened right after that, like, someone, like, Deus Ex Machina just comes in with, like, a little sheet and is like, bing, like, right in front of the fan, bing, 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 deflecting it off, okay? So we have that's happening, so everything's, like, deflecting off a Big Bang, but then the part in the monkey's brain that Sungni, like, it's like, I'm gonna throw the big, no one's gonna know, because they were blocking it, so if I throw something, it's gonna block. Nope, it went pfft. So that's the whole Burning Sun case, and the whole prostitution, like, everything that blew up with that. Okay, Winner, just, like, the part went dead with Nam Taehyun. Like, that whole thing was gone. Winner doesn't really fling. I also don't really follow Winner, so that's probably another reason why I don't know about them, like, flinging there. Who else do we got? Oh, let's hit the big one. Lehigh is fine. Akmu is fine. Thank God they're fine. CL is fine. Dara is fine. And so, like, in the former monkey that was 21, I feel very, very, very kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. This is where I'm gonna go into what I really wanted to talk about this whole video. So, the really thing I want to talk about, and why, like, I keep talking about, like, in the fan, like, the biggest one that was kind of unexpected was BI, formerly of Icon. So, BI got caught trying to buy drugs and probably did the drugs. I'm not gonna be like, he just was caught trying to buy them. No. Listen, I feel a lot about the subject and what is happening, because, well, the thing about this whole thing is that, you know, he wouldn't have really left Icon if he didn't do them. Honest to goodness. I feel like that could have been defended. He's like, I tried to buy it, but I didn't buy it. And he could defend his innocence on that. But he just left. He just, like, gone. So that's the part when I'm like, he probably did them at the beginning. Because you look at the biggest drug case of 2014, and that was Park Bomb bringing in her prescription, and because everything's approved and is legal here in the United States, and she lived in the United States and was living here before she went to become a trainee, like, she had her prescription and, like, everything, like, this is what she needs. What happened is that in Korea, that is no. That is a big no territory. So, while they're sitting there trying to fix what's happening with Park Bomb stayed in the group. She stayed in the group. She just became inactive. So, like, she right there, like, maintained her innocence. That she's like, look, this is a misunderstanding. I didn't smuggle drugs. I didn't, like, bring them here to be selling them and stuff. I am here. What time is it? Oh, 3:50. I am here because these drugs are prescribed to me in the United States and I need them. So that was the whole ish that was happening. And I'm like, she didn't leave. And in the same, like, there's, like, same classification, like, they're drugs in South Korea, like, really illegal. Like, here you see people smoking weed all the time, but over there it's, like, very, 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 like, taboo subject. It's like tattoos, how tattoos aren't allowed on television, and how, like, they have to wear those little bandages and stickers. So it's that kind of, like, same concept. ooh, I am V cake. Anyway, so it's kind of like the whole concept that's happening there, right? But leaving like immediately after like everything's breaking out, little sus. Okay, little sus. So of course I wasn't very like, oh, B.I, he didn't do anything wrong, he just, like, I was hurt by him leaving. Of course I was like, aw, like, he was one of my favorite members. He was on my bias of icon, but like, he was like number 2. I'm gonna say it. June is my number 1. But like, I just, there's a lot of like things that are very, very, very like sus about that whole thing. But I was a person of when it happened, I'm like, people make mistakes. He probably did them. B.I, I feel like there was no doubt. There are people who are delusional. A lot of people that were in like the whole situation. Oh, yes. There were a lot of people that were in the whole kind of situation, and they had a lot to say. Not like in the situation itself, but like netizens are trash. So they had a lot to say, and they're like, people need to stop being delusional and like stop thinking that they're perfect. And I'm like, I agree. People need to stop being delusional about their idols, and they need to realize that they're not, like, they're still humans, and they're not perfect. They make mistakes. So he shouldn't really be crucified like it's happening right now because of the whole thing. YG definitely had an influence, and they're like, no, we didn't. We just said that your inflammation's false because he didn't test positive. But at this point, are we really believing YG Entertainment? And where my pam gone? And of course, the biggest like shocker, not really, is Hansoi is involved. If you don't know her, she's like the drug lord of YG. I hate to compare it to that, but like, she really is. She's like the drug lord of YG Entertainment. She's like, ooh, I just remembered like what I read in the article. So the thing that pissed me off the most of this article was her, and she's like, I don't deliver drugs. She's like, I'm not. The whole, the whole thing that bugged me the most out of like this madness that is happening is she goes on and she's like, first, she's a protected whistleblower, okay? In the Korean government, she is protected because she gave her information, and she's like, well, yeah. I'm like, and then she has the audacity and like the thing to say where she's all like,
I am not a drug dealer. I'm a deliverer. There are different things. I know the people. I go to them, and then I ask them. And then I purchase drugs that I am asked to purchase at the same price, and I give them at the same price.
I'm like, how is that? How is that drug dealing? You're the middleman. That is still drug dealing. That, like, you are giving people drugs. You are getting money, even though she said is not for profit. No, I do not believe that. I do not believe that for a second. there definitely has to be some, like, sort of profit that she's getting off of it, because if not, why is she gonna do it? Like, she has to be making at least something off of it, or her family must be, like, the leaders of the freaking Korean mafia, and she's like, I have to support them. And either way, she's getting money for it, because I'm mad. Also, on that note, I'm mad because she said that, and she was just like, I'm not part of this, like you think I am. I'm like, no, you are seriously, like, you want to be a singer, but you're really giving yourself this rep. Like, she gave herself this rep. She's not famous. She wants to be famous. Like, I wish she was famous for a good thing. I don't know how she sings. I don't know if she's a talented singer. I know she's pretty. I think she's pretty, at least. I mean, look at me. I'm not the prettiest, like, person in the world. So, that right there is one thing. But then also, her going out and, like, I don't know. Like, did you really have to make these decisions? Like, you can't blame them being like, well, they wanted it. It's like, if they wanted it, but they had a way to get it, they got it because of you, because they knew. You have multiple people contacting you, right? So you have that. So most people contacting you, they know that you're the one to go to for the drugs. So you cannot bull and be like, well, they wanted it. Okay? No, you are the one that has it. Okay? I know if I was in that situation, I'd be like, oh, I know where to get drugs. I don't, by the way. But in that situation, everyone knew that you were the girl. You were the girl to get the drugs from. Okay? So there's that. Okay? And then we approach the fact that I feel like she's just a trash human being. I don't care. Like, if I'm being rude, it's like, you don't know the whole situation. I don't. But the fact that your name has been involved in multiple drug cases over time, I feel like that should be saying something about your character. Not gonna lie. Off the whole drug sitch, another thing that has me really, like, riled up in like the media with YG is how YG and his brother left their positions. Like I mentioned before, they left their positions at YG, right, and people are like, finally he left. I'm like, ew, good for him, good that he's leaving. Okay, good timing, good thing, because now people and the artist don't have to deal with his blood. But who are you kidding? Not me. Like, definitely not me. 'Cause, boy, they still have stock in the company, okay? They still have shares. They still own the company. Just because they're not in position of a CEO or the creative director or producer or whatever. So, whatever he was, like, yeah, he doesn't have that position anymore. But he is still a big part of YG. He's still gonna have influence. Just because he isn't in the company as a title, he still owns it. So he's still gonna be making money. He's still gonna be making decisions. So that thing, it's just a PR ploy. PR stunt. Whatever you want to call it. So, with that being said, YG is turning into... I'm glad they left. I hope they see the better for... I hope they do the better for their artists, definitely. And the thing I really hope for the most is that some artists recognize that it's time to leave. So right after their contract expire, YG shouldn't be for them anymore. That's like my biggest hope. That some artists really, really, really realize, and like I feel like most of them have. And of course, like the creative freedom that YG gave them, like Akdong musician, and how like they chose YG, like, YG chose them. How they went to YG, so how they're now part of YG, because I think I remember it was Chan Hyuk saying that they would have had the most creative freedom there. It also doesn't continue the fact that they're not being treated like they should, and it annoys me. Also, another thing that makes me really mad. You know, I'm done. I'm done with talking about YG. This is probably boring. You're like, she's just going off, rambling about her stuff. But, okay. Okay. So another thing I want to talk about is Juicy. I've been watching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. I started watching it a long time ago, so when it like first was broadcasting and the episodes were still coming out, I started watching it, but I kind of got bored. Not gonna lie, I kind of like really got bored. So then I stopped watching it, and so I got to about episode 9. No, not 9. I'm on episode 6 right now. It was like episode 5 or 6. Yeah, it was about like the point I am right now where I stopped watching. And when I like stop watching a drama and I go back to it, I don't like starting from where I ended off, because I feel like you don't get the whole moments and all that jazz. So I decided to start over again.
Dipped into the wrong green.
We're just gonna make it that darker. Oh, this shadow is so powdery. Or I'm just using it done. I don't know which one it is. Anyway. So I've been watching it. And let me tell you. Man. Oh my god. First off, I am absolutely in love with Sojun, and I'm confused of what is happening with everything. Like, genuinely confused on what's happening, mostly with the kidnapping situation. Because I know, like, they're not giving us the full information and all that. That's, like, the ploy to keep you watching, like, what happened? But, like, also at the same time, please tell me what's happening. I want to know. I want to know. Let me know who was kidnapped and who should be with Secretary Kim. Also, I find it really weird, because it was just now that they were starting their relationship, which I'm like, okay, you're just starting a relationship, I understand that, but also, like, just barely they're figuring out that they like each other. They've been working with each other for 9 years. Or did he always like her? And then, because he always liked her, that's the reason. I haven't watched the whole thing. I'm only on like episode 7. So I'm very confused on how like this whole relationship started after 9 years. because I feel like if it was gonna start, it would have started sooner. But that's just me. I was extremely confused with that. And then, where I got more confused was how I'm so confused. Because, like, they have two different stories, and so it's like, who do you believe? Do you believe the older brother, Songyun? Do you believe Seonyun? Do you believe Seonyun, or do you believe, like, Youngjun? Like, if you were Kim Byul-sol, who would you believe? I don't know who I'd believe. Apparently, like, I knew I was in love with a Budangnim. Oh yeah, I'd be going to him. But also, at the same time, the oppa that she was looking for, which I am gonna call him the oppa because that's what she calls him. The oppa she was looking for. Who is he? Because my ass is not, I'm not falling for the, oh, it was Soyeon all the time, like, Soyeon the whole time, like, no. Sorry, I'm not believing that. Not at all. You can go ahead and try to convince me all you want. No. Just no. Not a thing. I'm not saying it's a thing. I'm never gonna call it a thing. I'm not believing it. They have a special connection. He's been having more flashbacks that we've seen on screen. The director, whatever his face is, because, like, they never call him by his name. So, like, my brain isn't gonna remember it. Where is this going? I feel like that's why I stopped watching the first time, because it was getting really... Oh, no. We done did fuck up. Do. How you doing? How do I fix this? Welcome. I have to leave for my work in 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm still here messing up this whole thing. But yeah, I am currently involved very heavily in that drama. And I want to know what happens. That's probably why I stopped watching it in the first time. Is because the whole thing was very, very slow. And I was just like, I want to know now. You know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to go away. And so I stopped watching it. But now that I'm watching it again, I'm like, is it really? I don't know. Tell me your thoughts about it. Tell me your thoughts on that whole drama of what is wrong with Kim's secretary. Also, if you have any other dramas to recommend me, I would love to take them. I really want to start watching them again. I was so obsessed in 2015 about it. Like, it was my jam. I would religiously be sitting there watching them. I'd religiously be sitting there watching them. In my hometown in Mexico. So it's like, tell me what your thoughts are on all that. Ooh, this one's better. Yes. Oh, yeah. I found one. So, yeah. We covered things. It was a very rambunctious time. And probably very, very boring to listen to. But we started a new thing, and I'm very happy that, like, this has become a thing, and it's going to become a thing in my life. I hope to make better, like, content, and not something that's ridiculously boring. Probably how you guys are saying it right now. You guys are probably like,
Just shut up now, she's boring.
like, but I'm having a blast, so that has to count for something, right? I'm, like, really, really enjoying my time doing this right now. I have 10 minutes to leave. Because yesterday, I was almost late to work because I didn't get ready on time. And I was just trying to be good, but it didn't work out. So, yeah. There's not really anything else I feel like I want to talk about. And either way, as I think about it, I'm gonna do my eyeliner because I can't do this on camera. Okay, I'm back. At least I think I am. So, this is the look for today. Thank you. My eyeliner is done. I'm not gonna put mascara on. Plot twist. This is gonna be the look for today. I'm out of setting spray, so we're gonna have to figure it out. But thank you very much for watching it if you made it this far and to the end, and I hope to see you in the next video. I promise you the next video is gonna be better. I'm gonna probably learn how to talk to a camera. I'm gonna learn how to do a better look than whatever this is, and I'm gonna try to make fun content. I really want to start something that I really want to do, and I'm gonna push forward to keep this channel going and just post things that make me happy, and hopefully whatever makes me happy also makes you happy. So let's just be happy together. Thanks for watching.